Good evening, my name is Eric Fernandez. This is my second YouTube video ever. Today I'm going to be talking about the work breakdown structure and project management for PM 690 integration scope and quality management. So your work breakdown structure is essentially going to be a way of sectioning off your project so that it's in more manageable, smaller packages. One of the key techniques used to doing this is decomposition. Decomposition is described in the PMBOK as dividing and subdividing the project scope and deliverables into smaller, more manageable parts. Some of the key elements that go along with this are identifying and analyzing the deliverables and related work, structuring and organizing the WBS, decomposing the WBS levels into lower, more detailed components, developing and assigning identification codes to the WBS components, and verifying the degree of decomposition of the deliverables that are appropriate. For our particular team project, we are essentially creating an entire enterprise information system. Some things to consider when you're developing an enterprise system is whether you're going to go with developing items in-house or even contracting those services out. For example, an enterprise service system requires servers to run your email, your collaboration tools like SharePoint and such. For that purpose, once you've budgeted that, if you've decided that you're going to manage those by sending them to another contract or actually developing your own enterprise service provider, those are some things that you're going to have to consider. For me and our team, we're probably going to break down our higher level work packages into hardware, software, procurement, and licensing. The enterprise service provider itself needs to be engineered, provisioned, and networked. As we continue on, there's an application layer, so this is going to be designed to work across all business functions like payroll, accounting, procurement, etc., but that requires development and integration as well. Going towards the end of your project, you're going to have to include a system testing and a lab-based risk reduction. This helps to ensure that your system actually works in a safe environment to where you're not actually already implemented and people are on the systems when it goes down. And finally, you got system launch, is actual implementation and the maintenance that goes along with an enterprise system. These higher level work packages are further broken down. The size of the work package really depends on the overall size of the project. It can be based on your organization, if they've already got a specific unit to where the work breakdown package goes to, or it could be based off a particular deliverable that has already been addressed by the customer. Changes to the WBS occur just as anything else changes in a project. It needs to be vetted through the change management process and elevated to the appropriate approving authority. The project manager should be the one that's making changes to the project, granted that they are approved at the proper level. Development of the WS can come from anywhere. Stakeholders need to be involved, especially those at the different levels that you're working at, the different divisions that'll be working on your project with you. Also, your team members need to be involved in that WS process, but it needs to be closely facilitated by the project manager, as the project manager will be the one who actually presents the WBS and makes any changes to it going forward. Again, the WBS is an integral part to the overall success of your project, as it facilitates specifically the performance and forecast management and the organizational control for your project. So with that, that's pretty much my take on the WBS, the changes that go along with it, and why it's so important to your project and the success of your project going forward.